Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari in Tech, and we're here with yet another Action Taimanin video. And for this video, I'm gonna use my waifu. Yes, she won. She won the waifu war between her and Shizuru. Of course she did. It's fucking Kirara. Yeah, we're just gonna get in here and do this. I'll show the build after the run. So, hard mode. Finally, I can get these bonus stages out of the way.
Show the build.
I'm gonna show it out. I said I'll show it after the run.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Because I'm just excited to get in there and hit stuff with her. Look at her. I've been watching footage all day. I watched you play. I watched Kira Tomato and Fantasy play. Now I want to play. I'll punch you in the back. Oop.
That was a pretty bad one. You didn't get.
Yeah, that one was really bad. It's okay. I've been playing other characters. You know what it is, dude? Like, after coming back to her, like, after, playing Shizuru, like, for the past however long I've been playing her, she's just so bad. She feels really, really bad. Like, because I was only playing Kirara for, like, the longest time, so it's hard to, like, I didn't really have much of a basis for comparison. Yeah, these are, like, bad ones. It's all good, though. Like, it's kind of brain dead. Like, she's just gonna steamroll it.
Yeah, it's just that.
Basic attacks OP. I'm gonna come right here. Let me position, you jerks. Thank you. That one was good. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, you just hit freaking hard with Yuno, and your weapons are all fucking enchanted and maxed out.
Whee! I love how she looks, how like the dye looks with the rebellious weapon though. I think
yeah,
it came out really neat. Yeah. Alright. Boop. I guess here? No, I hate this game system because she turned. I wasn't aiming there.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I wish is that you could like if they had like more of a lock on button, like not this auto lock on.
Like,
Lady.
I'm guessing you want something like a way to switch like an enemy instead of locking into the one that's locked.
Yeah, or trying to like walk into the one I want to hit. Exactly. I just wish I could swap and go where I need to go. Riggedy wrecked. Punch in the back so you get shreked. My Kirara hits as hard as a Gundam mech. Alright, I don't care. Yeah, screw you guys.
You're like, I don't really
get the
care
hell up
about
out of
this.
here. I don't care about
about
fucking anything right now. I'm Kirara. This is baby girl, man. I missed her so much. It feels so good to just beat face with her. Look at her go. Whee! You ruined my fun. You little... See? They will kill me. It's not the bosses that's the problem, Demon Slayers. It's these little beholders. They're the worst mobs in the game. Alright, we did it. Alright, that was one. She's not gonna go as fast as Tak Shizuru, because, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Shizuru's just stupid.
Yeah, Shizuru's nutty.
Like, stupid good, I mean. Not stupid bad. Let's just say that right.
Oh, it's so good to be back. I missed her so much. I feel like I'm, like, mesmerized by her, like when she came out, I was just like, oh my god, it's Kirara, it's Kirara. Because I didn't play her for so long, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Kirara.
I mean, the thing is, though, that was when the game was, like, that was when Ingrid as well was like, oh, they're both coming together, basically. The game was hype back then, but then after that hype, they kind of just, we went to that dry desert, like, fucking, the game state it was on the summer, which was not that great.
Oh, okay, I thought I missed that succubus for a second. I was gonna be kind of mad.
Yeah, they like to fly, basically.
Heart spam.
Yeah. That was a little...
I did it far back because the heart like made me move. I didn't want to like have them move on me because the last hit of it she shoots it, so I was like, I knew I'd hit something.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if that last hit counts as range damage, because this game is so like weird with like what damage does what.
Yeah, because Kirara looks like it's a range, but it's melee though. That's the thing I really don't get. That I was like, Like, why is she like melee and not range? Because the orbs are not attached to her, but like they count as melee, which is weird.
Yeah. And it's weird because her ult is range too, but her like.
Yeah, it's range.
But I wonder like if the last hit of the punch is range, because like she punches them like she blatantly punches them, but then the last hit like you saw how far it went because I was way back and it still killed two things. It's like if I were to do like.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I do
I got knocked out of it.
Like honestly, if that K developer, like I hope he puts like a quality of life, like showing us what skills are melee and what skills are range. Like all you really have to do is just show like like a sword icon, like this is melee, and then like either a gun or a bow icon that this is range instead.
The issue is too some skills are like melee and ranged.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember seeing you were in like a debate saying like we don't know if it's range or not, and then yeah, that's like a bit of a problem about that. Like they do need to be more clarified with that.
They do. I hope Kay sees this with his sexy Japanese jaw, so he can freaking dude. That guy's attractive as hell. I love his face, but like
Why? Because he has the chat of a Giga.
Dude, he has like the Giga Chad. Like I'm gonna steal your girl NTR, like NTR dad face. His face is amazing, dude. Like when we saw the dev video, I said that I was like, oh my god. And it's funny because people actually thought the girl dev was hot, but I was like, dude, check that K guy out. He's like the man. Oh, okay, well, you're fine over there, Lilum. I'll go kill these. I feel like those tornadoes are coming. They're coming.
I mean, they don't feel as worse as the one at the tower with Cora and I. That shit was like very paranoid when I saw.
Oh, she's in iframes. That's iframes, and she summons things. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she does summons those. She basically resummons them. However, if
ow.
How am I supposed to say this?
This is annoying.
Basically,
this is annoying.
The little batches that she summons, if you killed all the original bats of
she'll summon more
stage that popped out. No. It's like you don't. If you kill like if Nui and Lilith and then like all the mobs that pop out originally came out, you don't have to kill those things.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they didn't. Okay, so they don't count towards the stage clear. They're just there.
They don't count because like they're not the original ones they started off with.
Yeah, I immediately went for them because I was like, oh, I guess I have to kill these now.
No, you don't really have to. You can ignore them.
That's annoying. That she summons those. I'm gonna focus her next. I focus Nui because to me Nui's more terrifying, but I guess no.
It depends though, because Nui.
Or Kirara, like Lilum's harder because she just kept kiting me.
I think for some people Lilith could be a problem because the charms basically. That's like the biggest like just depends which one you hate more, the charms or you hate the Nui hits you like a truck basically.
I'm also absurdly tired like right now, so I'm not playing anywhere near like right, but like I'm kind of just letting stuff hit me like whatever, but.
I mean, yeah, it is true.
Ah! I hate, dude, like, stupid ass AoE. Alright.
But it's pretty smooth for you. Honestly, do you think that for free-to-play players they could clear this with Kirara, or do you don't think they can?
If they use some of the new blue support, they could probably clear it with her.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think like cause alright, well for one, Ingrid's in the not Ingrid, wow, Obro's in the pool right now. That taunt can make most characters get through stuff they wouldn't normally be able to. The provoke.
Yeah, the provoke basically.
And then does Reyna give critical damage? Yeah, it's critical damage. It's not just like ranged or melee. It's just flat crit damage.
Yeah,
and that's so you could give her Reyna. Yeah, and then you could give her Lilum. Because it's blue only. The Kirara's blue. So like with some of the support, like I don't think Kirara's a good character by any means. I just think she could get through the content with some of the new support. Is all. Like if she's not whaled, but at least bonus. I don't know about Tower. Because Tower was hard for her even whaled.
Yeah, that is true. Because it's just like it's very hard for her to even get in basically without like invulnerability, which is like. Yeah,
like because Frigid Zone for her, like even here you can see like when I Frigid Zone, they're still faster than me. And
Yeah,
it's
not like a
worse in
huge
towers.
deal.
So like Frigid Zone doesn't mean you get a free engage. That's why I'm wearing Yuno. I mean Yuno buffs her, sure, but like Yuno's on her because like it gives her a way to go in. It's just an engage for her.
Yeah, because
Because her
it's not
Frigid
like
Zone is whack. Like it needs more slow percentage to be good. But I don't think it'll ever get more because it gives defense down.
it
All
needs
right,
something
you die.
like, do you think that like her Frigid Zone should have something like how Astaroth has like that debuff with Terror basically? Like it's like a stacking slow, but when it's fully stacked up, it's a stun. Do you think she needs something like that? Like oh, it's like oh I don't know. Let's just call it like freezing like freezing zone or something like a debuff. Basically like it stacks up to 10 times, and then once it stacks up, they're frozen basically.
She needs more freeze in her kit than just Glacier Drop. Like she's the ice character and she doesn't really freeze shit. She
Yeah,
slows it like, and the only way you're gonna get freeze is I think with blue Glacier Drop. So that's another reason why I think yeah, if you're gonna run her with the new blue support, she'll have access to her freeze, which is good CC, and I think some blue builds get attack speed. We're gonna look at her anyway, so I'll be able to be more like in depth about it if people want alternatives to her. So let's go to her build. That was easy for her. The last run I went for Lilum first. Okay. So, first things, weapons. Now she is whaled, so both weapons are at plus 15. That's completed. For Magatama's, Kirara doesn't generate her own crit rate, and she doesn't really, like, she doesn't have a supporter like Shizuru that gives 26%. So we are going full crit rate on her yellow Magas, just to make sure that she will be critting. And then we have yellow Magas in the back row, just for the same reason, to buffer crit stat. As far as skills for this build, of course we're using Frigid Zone for the damage up and the slow and the defense down. We're using her Taimanin art because it is a basic attack build. And we're using not that. We're using Snow Leopard Fist because it may be unsafe as hell, but it just hits so hard I don't care. I'm never taking it off and running this build because it does absurd damage. So, as for alternatives, what I was getting into, like you're basically going to always keep Frigid Zone on her. And like the Taimanin art I guess could stay, I don't know. But Glacier Drop, like see you would get the freeze here. So that's better for her if you're going to run the blue setup. And then I think there's another skill when it's blue. It gives movement speed. Yeah, it's the Snow Leopard Sprint. So if you run this skill, like you get movement speed. And this is a decent poke for when you're running blue. Because it's just like, oh yeah, she goes faster. And when she's going faster, it works in conjunction with her Frigid Zone. Because this also increases speed. And it increases the speed and defense decrease effect by 50%. So the enemies move way slower and they lose more defense. And you're moving faster while also being able to freeze them. And that's why I say, like, I think if you go mess with the new blue support, you can make a pretty nasty speed build with her. That also includes the freeze, which her kit is sorely lacking, seeing as she's the ice character. So, the supporters I'm using, as you all know, are just basically green build wins. We have Yuno for the basic attack steroids that it provides, the crit rate, and the critical damage. You will not be ulting with this build, and you're basically just like using your invulnerability as a DPS window when you really need to get in, basically mostly for bosses. Kaoru for her crit damage, and of course Kitty Mom for her crit rate and crit damage. Now as far as alternatives, like I was saying, you could, oh no, it is ranged only. But yeah, it still works, because Glacier Drop is ranged. So you could still slip her in the build if you're hurting for a blue. But what I wanted to look at is, Lilum would work really good on Kirara right now. You could always throw Sakuya on her, and I think Nana, yeah, you just give her Sakuya or Nana. Because, like, she's a demon, so Sakuya works. Nana works because she's blue. So Nana's a good, like, filler just to give her some damage reduction, make her more tanky. Lilum's a good alternative. Haru's always good if you're interested in, like, getting more out of Lilum's active, because her active is very short. You could also, run Haru and Mitsuki on her, the super rare supporter, and do a cooldown build.
Right there.
Oh,
No,
I
it's a-
clicked. Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing because they look kind of the
that
same to me. Yeah, this one. You could run like basic. Let me just put them on. Oh, so you could run like not her in the main slot. Alright, so like little main. Then we'll do Haru, and then put the Mitsuki on. And the reason this build works on Kirara is Kirara is a 2-set character and main set character. So you don't have to stack 3 on her. You just have to stack 2 to get the bonuses. So if you look here, Frigid Zone has the bonus for blue, even though Mitsuki's in the build, right?
Yeah.
And then if you come here, you have Glacier Drop.
Two
You still
set
have your
again.
freeze. I have to take off the
And-
fist, but yeah, because they're the same input.
And
But basically,
then
like this would go here, and then you would give her the Snow
the
Leopard
Snow
sprint
Leopard.
if you want to
Yeah,
give her
speed.
speed up, or if you want, you could use the Snow Veil. But because you're running like a mixed build here, you won't get the critical damage. But if you do decide on Snow Veil, we could do one of these, and then we could go back to her supporters, remove Mitsuki, and give her blah 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 Reina, because then it would be a range build at that point.
Yeah, because her old blue skill is range too.
Yeah, her blue
right?
skill's ranged and Glacial Drop is ranged, and Frigid Zone would just help to further buff them. So that's one thing you
No.
could do if you want to go pure blue. If you want to exploit the cooldown, you could kind of do like I was suggesting before, and we'll throw on. I guess the Snow Leopard sprint would be the best thing. Crystal Ice, I just don't like that you have to get hit, and Blossoming Fog is 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could either do Taimanin art or Snow Leopard sprint. I highly suggest Snow Leopard sprint in this setup, just because it's going to make you move faster, and the whole point of her is that you can't outspeed them with just like Frigid Zone, but with this you'll definitely be able to, because you'll have the speed up, your Frigid Zone speed debuff and defense down will be buffed, and then you'll have Glacier Drop for further free CC, and you'll be exploiting Lilim's active because you'll have all this cooldown reduction, because it's 40%. And her cooldown's only
Yeah.
48 seconds, so like, yeah. You can definitely like do some nasty stuff, and this is like free to play friendly, because these are literally both available right now. You can go
they
farm
really
them.
are.
So like, yeah, like that was actually a good question, Tat, because like I would have never like brought it up, but since you talked about it, yeah, like I think free to play Kirara's in a good place.
Now, there is one question I would say. If they don't have the SR supporter, they could still use thick thigh saves lives if they have her, right?
Yeah, they can use anything that gives cooldown because of the 2-set. Like her build is complete with just these.
Okay, so
So
those are
you
the
can
two
throw
key
anything
components.
you want in this last slot. Like if you don't even want to go cooldown, like you could just say screw it and give Kirara burn and make her more tanky. Like you can do anything you want with this last slot. I just use Mitsuki as an example because in this case we would be exploiting Lilim's active, but you could give her, you could stack Arena, you could give her Homura, because she'll have CC and speed up and freeze, so like she won't really have to worry about getting hit. Yeah, anything works. Hibiki works because of the debuffs going out.
And she's an auto attacker too, so that makes sense.
What's her name works? Suzune works in that slot.
Yep.
Like, I'm mostly like just pinpointing free-to-play stuff. If for some reason you don't have Mitsuki and you have Aoi does work in that slot. Oh, you could even give her Sora and just enjoy the extra damage on skills.
Yeah,
Like-
you actually could do that.
And Coco Elf works in that slot as well because Kirara's a demon.
Yeah, that is.
So yeah, there's like yeah, free-to-play Kirara's in a good place, like especially for long-time players.
I think it's that we kind of like when we first got her, free to play Kirara was non-existent, but now since
Yeah.
the game it's been progressing, getting like better when giving us more good free to play supporters. It's like I think she's in a much better spot than she is now.
Actually, let's just science this. And we have every skin, so she's getting all of her skin bonuses. I'm gonna actually go run this real quick, just like on the regular. A Frigid, Snow Leopard Sprint, and Glacier Drop. Just so people can kind of get an idea. Oh, before we do that, let's just finish out the build. So, we do have these stacked to 3, 4, 4, and 4 for the first 4 skills. as I always say, this 6% with these 324% pretty much is going to give you like a 30% all damage multiplier. And then from here, we have all the melee skills maxed. And then scrolling down, we do have all of our points in health. But I don't know. I kind of want to go all damage, and like maybe I'll remove this and put in more damage, or I'll continue building tanky. We'll see. I don't know what I want to do yet, but as I get more points, I'll come up with something different maybe. And then for her awakening, or not awakening, her armory skill and her supporter set effect, we have Home Alone because it's still broken even with the new supporter things being added. This is just a ridiculous set effect. And then we have her armory at 89%. So I'm gonna just test like this free-to-play build real quick, just so people can see it, and like we'll just do like a one run of the event.
All right.
Cause yeah, like that, like now, cause when you asked that, I was like, wait a minute, yeah, like you could probably make a pretty nasty free-to-play build with her right now.
Yeah, because it's just that like Kirara is one of those characters that like it's like she's like not that great, but like it's just
Alright, so
just
yeah,
that people who are curious with her specifically.
look at that nice 38-second cooldown. I don't even remember if I put the Mitsuki back on or if I threw something else on her. But actually, let me check. No, screw it. I think I took the Mitsuki. I think I have Astaroth on. Yeah, because they're burned. But screw it. This is even better because it shows like the type of shit you can do. So I'm so used to basic attacking, I forgot I could like Frigid Zone over here. And it's confusion. All right. We'll wait. Yeah, I have Astaroth on right now. But that's even better because that's just a damage buff and like, you know. And Lilim's already up anyway, so we'll do it again. We'll like do this, and then I'm super fast compared to them, and they're like not even.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
the slow duration is stronger when it's blue.
Yeah, it's literally yeah, it's way stronger. It's almost like hypnotic still from Obero.
Mhm.
So yeah, like, but the thing is we didn't have the supporters before to really take advantage of this.
Yeah,
because the blue was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, because
and as long as you like do your sprint after you freeze them, she's really fast. And then like, if I really want, I mean, I could glacier drop like say him because he I don't know looked at me funny. It killed him, but if it didn't kill him, it would have frozen him. Yeah.
Yeah, and keep in mind too that the freeze debuff is one of the strongest debuffs in the game because once they're frozen, they take double damage the second you touch them. So it's just like
yeah, the next hit deals double. So we're gonna do like this, and then I don't know, like maybe like sprint because I'm not gonna ult because I know the ult will roast them.
Yeah, because especially it's your Kirara too, so it's just gonna be roast city.
Yeah, see, they can't really do anything about it right now.
Yeah, like that's like I can see why they. Oh wow, the tornado. But yeah, she just does.
And like so I accidentally did the run with Astaroth, but I was meaning to do it with Mitsuki. She's in iframes. So like if you had done it with Mitsuki, all that means is that your Lilim would have a better cooldown. It would be like in the high 20 seconds instead of like 38.
Yeah, like look at that. Like it just.
Yeah.
Yes. This is Mari's Kirara with like pimped out gear but like still like that still did quite a bit honestly. I would say.
I just want to like do this again. Ooh, okay. So yeah, no, the CC potential is there. She moves faster. So like this was her issue running her green and tower is that Frigid Zone by itself isn't an engage. You have to spec into blue. The problem is the blue support we had at the time when I was testing her in tower, when I was trying to get her through it, just wasn't good enough to really get her through it. Like the CC was there, but the damage wasn't. So with this setup, like you could definitely like get more out of her. Let me do what I intended to do, but I'm not gonna do the full run. I'm just gonna put Mitsuki on so they can see how low their cooldown will get for the Lilim. But yeah, Lilim, like that's why I was like, yo, Lilim's a great ass support.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just that she's also good as a main support too, like a main slot. Just does like she does so much. Like she gives you more damage, like she does tanky, and she also fucking like lowers their defense. Like she just does a lot for free to play. Like she feels like another like gacha only supporter. Yeah,
if you had said something, I probably would have used this build for the bonus stage. All right, so we're not gonna run it all, but like with Mitsuki, your cooldown's 29 seconds, so.
Yeah, and
Just
like look at the debuffs that like.
yeah, they're
literally
all
just
debuffed. It's Sin right now, and like now
And
they're
it's
just
even worse right now.
stuck. Like
Yeah.
and like yeah, her damage is crazy because she has her weapons at plus 15, but with all the defense down and attack down you're giving.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, honestly.
Sorry, my mom came into the room. I had to mute my mic.
No,
But yeah,
that's fine.
like easy mode, like it's not hard to build her free to play right now. I think we're in a good
Okay,
place.
Okay.
All right, so let me retreat. Don't want to run that again.
But yeah, like a 29-second cooldown, like that's pretty. From a free to play support, is pretty nutty, honestly.
So yeah, that's basically it. Like, that's Kirara. Now, before the video ends, I'm gonna put her old gear back because I'll forget if I don't. I'll go to play her and be like, what the hell? You know, equip. God, see, this is why this right here. Please give us loadouts.
Yeah, the loadouts actually really would be something to.
Yeah, I hate having to like find the supporters again. Even sorting them now, we just have so many. Like it's kind of like I look at them and it just like blends together, and I'm like, what am I looking for? There we go. All right, so that's that. That's the video. Yeah, I mean, anything else you want to say or ask before we stop?
No, I think that's pretty much it. If anything, again, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you're a brand new player that needs help, like how to like clear stuff, like contact or bonus stages, or how to build your character properly, join Mari's Discord servers in the link in the description. And yeah, that's basically pretty much it.
Yep, that is it. And with that, you know, thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Kirara, for doing what you do best, smelling awful. You need to wash your feet. And yeah, you boys and gals take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another video. Toodles!